Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's me, the Diva X, and it is April 7th, 2011. Yes, I've been missing, and yes, I'm sorry for it, but I decided that I needed to take a little break. And actually, I've thought about doing videos, I just haven't really did them. Like, I've had other things in my mind, clearly the anniversary show and other things going on as far as the show and other business in my life. So I just kind of like been holding off because I've always I've always had topics on my head to talk about, but I've never never thought they were not great topics, but they were topics to put out on here because I was always taught if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, or don't say anything at all. And so to me, it was just better for me not to say anything. And it wasn't like it wasn't bad about anybody or anything like that. It's just my opinion is my opinion, and there's certain things that I kind of had heavy opinions about, and I just thought it would be better for me to just, because I know eventually they would come out, like, you know, sometimes I just start talking and then like word vomit happens, and then what? And of course I didn't have to put the video out once I recorded it, but then that's not really what, I mean, I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100 up in here. You know what I mean? So anyways, so I just decided that I just needed a little time off, and of course there were times when I just didn't have the time to do it and there were times or weeks, I don't know, I'm telling you all this like it really matters, like I didn't do a video, period. But there were times when I had the time, I just didn't have the motivation. So whatever. So moving right along, so we're like way weeks into RuPaul's Drag Race, and hello, what a waste of time last week was. Like, what a waste of opportunity for Mariah was Carmen Carrera. Like, I mean, you know, it just, Mariah would have turned that, I mean, I don't know, as far as I've been looking into Mariah, like, I've, like, maybe a little bit infatuated with Mariah, but I've been looking at her Facebook page, and I'm completely sold on Mariah should have won. I'm completely sold that Mariah should have been the one to come back. And there's no one that anybody that can tell me anything differently, because if you look at her pictures and you look at her work and you look at her abilities, I know she's more pageantry and more, you know, in that realm, but nonetheless, she has, I think, what it takes. And not to say that the other girls don't, but I think out of the other ones, I mean, she's the one I like the most, because her personality to me was a personality that I like gravitated towards. So anyways, and I'm not saying that the other ones weren't talented or shouldn't have won, blah 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 blah. You know, granted, I think Raja, and I think Alexis, and I think Manila are great queens too, and I think they have, you know, the opportunity, and I think they have the ability to win as well. So I don't really know who's gonna win. It's really hard to say. Yara, I think too, she does, but I don't think they're gonna let her win. That's not. I mean, I just don't think they're gonna let her. Period. I mean, that's unfortunately the way I feel about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But anyways, that's the way I see it. How I kind of I mean that. But anyways. Whew. Yeah, that was a mouthful. I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race, it's fun, it's exciting, it is what it is, and that's that. So, anniversary went amazing. I haven't really been able to, I mean, I have all the video, I've been watching the video, like, constantly, because I just love the girls. Like, the girls, like, and even they'll tell you if you ever have a conversation with them, like, this show even the rehearsals ran so smoothly. There was no like craziness, there was no out of controlness. I didn't have to pause, I didn't have to stop. It was just fluid, like everything happened, and it just happened organically. And I like was a little, you know, I was anticipating the me needing to, you know, put everyone like, come on, because I mean, there's been it hasn't always gone that way. So there have been times, you know, that, you know, it wasn't the way it was this time. So I'm like confused. I didn't know what was happening during rehearsals. I mean, I was just kind of like, okay, so, nice and fluid. Everything went through. So I was like, okay, that was a little too easy. I kind of felt. And then come the night of the show, I get there and like there's nobody in the back. No one's stressing out. No one's like yelling, screaming. There's no chaoticness. There was no chaos. And not that I love the chaos. I actually liked not having the chaos, but I was concerned because I never really had at least in the past couple of years, the non-chaos. There was never not chaos. And, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I didn't quite understand where everybody, like, mindset, where everybody was, because I didn't even know if everyone was there because they were all mingling and, 'tis the hour. But it was just kind of like, everyone's not back here and everyone's not going crazy and there aren't, people aren't being, this and that. So I was not, and I'm not complaining, and this is not a complaint by any means. It was just very fluid, and I love the girls, and I'm glad that it went that way, and I'm glad that everything was just the way it was supposed to be. So, the show was great, nonstop, boom, 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 let's get it done, and I think everyone had a great time. And it's funny because a lot of people cleared out after the show, like, they came for the show, and I was very excited. I was sad that they didn't stay, but they got what they came for, you know what I mean? And so, I'm glad that we kind of kept it to, a time frame. I didn't want it to be more than an hour because I know people don't like to stand around and watch, like an hour or 2 hour show. Like I usually like to at the very end cut it down. For those of you who are there already know this, but for those of you who are watching from elsewhere who can attend or haven't attended, I usually host on stage at the beginning of it, and then the rest I do intros from the back, so that way we can just keep them going, because again, people want to dance too. It is a celebration, so we want to give them the opportunity to dance as much as possible. So I like to just take my no more than an hour to like make it happen. So and my voice is cracking because the weather here is crazy. Of those of you who don't know, over in Fresno, it's been kind of warm, and then it got kind of stormy today. Apparently in some places of Fresno there was hail. Like, I've seen pictures from everybody. Unfortunately, there was like I guess it was like a donut storm or something, and we, like, my area of town was like in the center or something, or I don't know how it worked out, but I was like, oh my god, because I like storms. I like when it's raining. I like when it's hailing. I love that. To me, I like to open my doors and watch it happen. Like, even though it's freezing cold, I like to just, I leave my screen, I open my windows. I like to hear it. It's kind of therapeutic for me. But I like that, and it didn't happen. Like, we did get clouds, but it was just. No, it was dry. So, and everyone's, posting pictures, and, Malibu's telling me that there's people throwing snowballs in his neighborhood. I'm like, well, it just skipped right over us. I wasn't going to go search for the storm, but it really just skipped over us, and I was kind of not happy about that. I personally was not happy about that. Whatever, but I'm sure there are people that were upset about that they did get the storm, but I was very upset that I didn't get the storm. So, anyways, so the weather situation is not happening with my nasal passages and stuff like that. So, I'm a little congested still, I guess. Still, I wouldn't say still. I think I got rid of it, and then it just with everything that got dusted up in the past couple of days with it being so beautiful in spring, and maybe it's allergies. I don't know. Oh, but other than that, that's that. That's it. I guess that's it. Tonight's the Glee show at the Express. Now, okay, I'm seriously, all of season 1, I didn't watch Glee. Actually, that's a lie. I watched 2 episodes of Glee. One episode, of course, was the Madonna episode, and the second episode, I believe, if it was first season, I watched it the first season, but the Britney Spears episode, and that might have been second season, I'm not too sure. But I did watch it, and I loved the Madonna episode, clearly, because I loved it for the Madonna factor, and, of course, the Britney Spears one I wasn't too impressed with because it wasn't done as fiercely as the Madonna one was, which is, whatever, the queen, the princess, whatever you want to call it. But they were talking about the Gaga one. I'm like, well, unless it's going to be Gaga like Madonna was Madonna, like the Madonna episode, I don't really want to see it because it was just, the Britney to me was disappointing. But anyways, I now like Glee. I trashed it all the first season, but you know, I'm a big fan of some of the characters on there. And that's the reason why I watched. Let's just say the Warblers, like this. And who saw this? Okay, let's not say. But anyways, let's talk about the season finale. If those of you who do watch Glee, the season finale was pretty good, pretty amazing. Actually, like I think the storyline and everything turned out great. I didn't even know. Like, here's how not into Glee I am. I didn't even know it was a season finale. Like I'm watching, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so great. And then come to find out it was a season finale. Like I was like, oh, can't wait till next week. And then I was talking to, I believe, Hector, and he was like, oh, I'm so sad it's, you know, season finale, blah blah blah. I'm like, or it was Augie. It was Augie. I was talking to Augie, and I'm like, he's like, oh, season finale, blah blah blah. I'm like, that was a season finale. Ugh. I wish they would make shows that just are continuously like on, not reality shows, but like produce shows that are continuously on. Like if they get the ratings, produce it. Like make it happen. Like, or you know, just do something like extend it or something, because I hate seasons. I hate seasons. Who cares? They don't need vacations. They don't. It doesn't. It's not necessary. But yeah. That's it. Yeah, because I need to. I don't need to do anything for a couple minutes, but I'm going to edit this video and put it up. So thank you guys for watching. I hope to continuously put on some more videos. What happened was, I can't even speak. Do you hear me? Now I'm going to be doing a lot more footage because I realized that I really like doing this. After I've been watching, I've been reviewing some of my videos and like that. I like those. I like having footage and showing you guys kind of like other stuff other than just me sitting here yapping at you guys, and I'm sure you guys like seeing that stuff too. So this week, let's see, I think I'm gonna do some behind the scenes tonight. Nothing too, I mean, it's just a show. And then Saturday we have the opportunity we've been invited back for I think it's our third year there, to perform at the UC Merced Pride Week, and so we'll be doing that on Saturday the event starts at 7, so you know we'll be performing there, and I did some behind the scenes last year on that, so I think we'll do some more behind the scenes on that. Other than that, I mean, I need to get back into the swing of footage, because I've really been lagging, and it's just really been a lack of motivation, and just like I always forget my flip cam. That's another thing. Like, but I also found out, if you guys watched my last video that I posted with the anniversary weekend, the iPhone, like at nighttime, I know I'm amazed by the situation, but the light stays on. You can when you record movies at night and the light is necessary, it turns on. I really seriously didn't know that until that night, and so I was really kind of like, oh, well, this is an opportunity. So now I have that knowledge in my head. I probably will be doing a lot more of those nighttime bright light videos, because I know now that I know that it happened. Now that I know that it works that way. So yeah, I will be getting this footage together. And that's more convenient. I never forget my phone. Well, I can't say I never, but I rarely forget my phone. So that means I always have my camera, or a camera, with me to do some videos. So, oh gosh. Again, I say this is the end of the video. And for sure this time, because now I need to edit and post. Talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook. I've been doing that a lot more. Thanks. Okay, bye.